Hi Taurus, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for February 2016. Taurus, we begin the month with a lot of focus in a part of your chart that speaks about your career, it speaks about your reputation, and it speaks about your social standing. We also have the focus on Aquarian energy this entire month, wherein it speaks about not conforming generally to the rules. It also speaks about following your passion and following your gut. We have a new moon that is there again in a part of your chart that speaks about your work, it speaks about your reputation, it speaks about how it is that you want the world to view you, and this is speaking about professional success, Taurians. This is also a time wherein with the Aquarian energy, which is asking you literally to break free, and then there's a lot of focus on your work. It can be that a lot of you are going to be giving up careers which are really sort of stable, and you're going to be following your passion. The Aquarian energy for a lot of us, depending of course on which planet it is aspecting in your own particular chart, is talking about literally following your heart and marching to your own tune. This is also a time when that you are going to be very sensitive to what it is that people are speaking about you, how it is that socially you're being viewed, and what are your further explanations as to what is it that you really want to do. So beginning of the month, the first 10 days, it speaks about a time wherein a lot of explanations are going to be given by you as to what is it that made you really follow your heart, what is it that you're really doing, why is it that you're giving up something so stable, or why it is that you're drastically giving up or changing a career or a specific industry that you may be in as of now. It's also a time wherein that you could be focusing on elements of your personality that you could be projecting to the society at large. Goals for self-mastery and self-discipline could be made during this time, wherein that you're consciously going to be looking at things that are really no longer working for you, and you're going to be just putting them on a side and taking a conscious decision that this no longer sort of, or this kind of a life no longer, or even work no longer works for you. We have a lot of focus towards mid-month, which it's speaking about your 9th house. It's a house of travel, it's a house of higher consciousness and learning as well. A brilliant time, Taurans, for those of you who are looking at furthering your studies, maybe going outside the country, picking up a course. It also is a brilliant time for students as well who are trying to either do an online study, or they are hunting for colleges around this time. We have a Pluto and a Uranus square during this time, and this fortunately is pretty much the last of the end of the square, and it's been causing enough and more havoc in all our lives. And we also have Mercury and Venus that is there present. The good thing for you is that because it is there in your house of learning and communication, a lot of you can opt for a lot of unconventional ways of learning, Taurans. No longer are a lot of you going to be very happy learning things the traditional way. Some of you may just discover a mentor, some of you may just figure out that you are happiest learning things on your own, and you don't really require a structure in order to be learning. And for some of you, you're going to be picking up your passion, and you are going to be sort of imparting the knowledge that your passion has taught you, and you may just turn into a teacher yourself. Now the thing with the Pluto and the Venus transit is, and unlike other transits, it's Pluto is a planet that is one of the slowest moving planets. It takes about 240 years for it to transit. So it can be that during one of our life cycles, we may or may not get affected by the Venus and the Pluto transit. The interesting thing, of course, is that Uranus, of course, brings about a lot of changes, and if you try and resist any of the changes, it just does not listen to you, unlike that of an Saturnian energy. So the trick to work with the Uranian energy is to simply go with the flow. Also, with Venus being over there, she should be mostly be softening the blow that it should be bringing about to you. But unpredictability is something, Taurans, that you will not be able to escape as far as structure is concerned, as far as conforming to norms is concerned for you. And because this has to do with relationships for you, and it also has to do with some amount of your partnerships as well, you may experience the most unpredictable people entering your lives. You could find yourself being attracted to people who are absolutely not like you, and you may just surprise yourself by falling in love quite suddenly. On the 14th, we have Mercury, and then we also have Venus that is again highlighting in your part of career, reputation, and your social standing as well. And this speaks about some amount of not just discussion, but some amount of recognition, or even some kind of an accolade at workplace as well. Though there seems to be a lot of, because it's an Aquarian energy, it speaks about networking, it speaks about conversations, there seems to be a lot of discussions. Either there's a portfolio change, or there seems to be a lot of work, conversations, discussions that you seem to be enjoying, and you seem to be recognized or getting the recognition for your work during this phase as well. On the 20th, we have Sun, that is there in your house of groups of activities, and it speaks about similar goals, similar passions. And this is a time wherein that some of you who could be a part of a club or could be hanging around with people who have similar goals as you could just have a lot of clarity that this is something that you really want to do for life. And it is also something which is... it's speaking about a time wherein it's quite a reflective space, Taurian. So while there's this entire energy about wanting to follow your passion, wanting to do the things that you wanted to do always, but also there is this thing of the social repercussion, what it is that you explain, how it is that you do things. So with the Sun being over there, as far as your groups of activities and people and socially everything is concerned, there's also a lot of introspection, or there could be a kind of a looking inward and sort of rechecking with yourself, am I doing what I'm doing is right, kind of thing. We have a full moon that is there on the 22nd, and full moon it's a far more potent and a far more emotional moon than a new moon is, simply because it speaks about closure, it speaks about fruition. And full moons normally they happen when we are ending a project. So for some of you, it could be a relationship that is coming to an end. And with you, specifically Taurans, there is also, your second house is also highlighted over here, which is, it speaks about your ability to generate more money. But somewhere also this full moon is speaking about self-worth, how it is that you relate with yourself and your own ability to generate or earn money, and how comfortable do you feel with or without the lack of money, and how it is that you feel about yourself as far as money is concerned. And the full moon specifically speaking about love, it's speaking about children, it's speaking about creativity, and it seems that you have sort of come to a full circle and you are quite at ease with the decision that you have taken, Taurans. And it can be for those of you who have decided to move on, whether it's from a relationship or it can be a creative project ending as well. There's just a quiet sense of contentment or accomplishment as well. As far as children are concerned, it can be that a child has sort of managed to, either you have managed to sort of bridge your relationship with a child. It can also be that maybe something that you've been battling, possibly with an older child. It can be during this time that it gets sorted, and there's just a sense of that you've done your job. We're closing the month with a Uranus transit that is again reminding you of your value system. So during this entire phase, Taurans, don't get surprised if your entire value system undergoes a change. It can be that a lot of you are going to be moving absolutely against things that you have been brought up with, or maybe what your thinking has been so far, and you could just be going ahead and doing the opposite of it. So don't get too phased by it, just go with the ride. And if they specifically keep in mind things that you can't change with the Uranian energy, learn to accept them graciously. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Taurans. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.